Look at that, and we are back at it. Hi, I'm your host, Lindiwe. Yes, the one who will be telling you all the lessons that I have learned so far that I wish I really knew. You know, I'm the worst at counting, so I'm going to let my smartphone do that for me. I've been binge watching podcasts lately, and I just realized they're teaching me things that I was never taught in school, that no one tells me, things that you don't find in your everyday life or in your lessons or in your biology class. You don't find these things, and they've been changing my life. So today, I'm sharing the best lessons that I learned and how they changed me. I hope you have grabbed your book and your pen because this is going to be a long one. I've been listening to the Balance Theory podcast by Erica, Jay Shetty podcast by Jay, and The Mindset Mentor by Bob Dial. I'm always at home, so I'm always free. If I'm not creating content, I'm definitely, most probably podcasting. And this has been something that I've been really loving. So it might just turn into a ritual. I will give you 2 lessons that I have learned on the podcast that I have mentioned. The less you say, the more your words matter. I've encountered people who don't speak. They don't speak, but those people can speak. The moment they utter something, the moment they say a word, it feels like heaven just opened. It feels like an angel is speaking. You will listen attentively. And that is something that I've been missing from my past life, from my day-to-day life, from the few years that I have been seeing people who have this thing. Like, they don't speak. They speak less. I would tell my younger self that keeping some words to yourself really helps, sis, because it is not wise just blab everything you know to anyone at any time. Always thought that expressing every word in my head helps, and it's a good thing. It somehow is a good thing, but not every day, sis. Come on. If you are a young lady, oh man, I would really think that you just need to speak less. Speak less of your life. Speak less when there is a crowd. Just if you're speaking less, that means you're listening. And the goal is to always listen when someone is speaking. Don't be the microphone in every crowd. Don't be the attention seeker in every crowd. If you're going to keep quiet and say less, you're going to always listen to something that is very important that many people will miss. Speaking less and chasing less, you would definitely attract what you need. And some people call it manifestation. You can just easily start by not commenting on everything else that people are commenting. Just don't say and speak when everyone else is speaking. Keep it to yourself. Lesson 2. Give yourself time to know someone. Am I speaking to someone? Give yourself time to know someone. When I mean someone, I'm meaning your close friend, that dear classmate of yours, that lovely boyfriend of yours, that loving girlfriend of yours. Take time to know them personally, at a higher level. I used to be a person who would instantly make someone my best friend or my friend. I didn't know how to distinguish between a classmate, a neighbor, or an acquaintance, or anything like that. Everyone was just my friend or a best friend. But I would later on find out that that person isn't meant for me. It's either I just realized that I don't like their character, or they're just not for me. Like, we don't get along like that. But I was quick to name them my friend or to label them my best friend. I even thought of interviewing anyone whom I would want to turn into my friend, because girl, I can't be going through this over and over again. But I realized it's on me. I'm the one who needs to know and learn the lesson. What I would tell you is, don't just jump into labeling someone. Even if it takes a year to know them, take your time. Take your precious time to know that friend. Take your precious time to know that boyfriend, that girlfriend. Take your precious time. Don't just jump into things like what I used to do. Please protect yourself. These people will always choose themselves, so always protect yourself. You can start by testing them and see how far their patience can be stretched or how their anger can be stretched. You need to know who they are when they're angry, or when things get delayed, or when they're just low. That's exactly how you know a person. They can't mask their character when they're angry or when they're sad or when things delayed. They can't mask their character. So try to test them, Nyana. Just give them a little test and see who they really are. But be careful. Protect yourself. I've been enjoying this podcast lately. Maybe it's because it's the only podcast that I listen to that a woman leads or says things that I can relate to, but I really enjoy this podcast. So let's dive into it. The biggest regret one can have is not fulfilling their dreams or their goals. Clock it. I struggle with procrastination. I'm not proud. I'm just mentioning something that I struggle with. I really struggle with procrastination, and I feel like it takes away my goals, I feel like it takes away the things that I want to do. I feel like it just suppresses my dreams. Doing something, especially chasing a goal or a dream, is extremely hard, and I don't even know why it's that hard, but it also means that it carries something powerful. This lesson touched the procrastination in me, and I had to make sure that I make a tailor-made solution that I'm working on right now. If you have dreams, you understand what I'm talking about. Like, procrastination is real, is a thing. Don't play with that thing. Don't play with that thing. It's real. I want to give you a task. Give yourself an hour or two, or maybe a day, just to sit down with yourself and be like, hey, we have to do this. See how big your goal is and just focus on it. Imagine how you will feel if you fulfill that dream, if you chase that goal and finally reach it. How would you feel? I know how I would feel if I become a successful YouTuber. So I'm always going to make sure that I chase that goal. Lesson 2. Not participating when others are participating doesn't make you an it girl. It doesn't set you apart. It doesn't do anything to you. I experienced girls like that back in high school. They didn't want to do sports or be in any club or even try to do something. They didn't. Like, they were just those girls that just be in the crowd, They weren't even in the crowd. They're just girls that set themselves apart, Like, why would you even... But anyway, let's continue. I feel like being in a crowd helps you get engaged with other people. The fact that you want to be seen, you want to be known, you have to do it in a crowd. Like, make it make sense. This is the message. Alright, you want to be known, you want to be seen. You have to be in crowds. You have to participate when others are participating. Be in those games. Just be there. So, my lovey, if you're excluding yourself from any activities, from group hangouts, so that you can just seem to be special, or it's something that you do deliberately, you want to be that girl, so you don't do what others are doing, you're missing out on a lot. You're going to waste your high school years for nothing. And trust me, you are going to miss those years. I even missed mine, even though they were the worst, but I missed them. Okay, I have fallen in love with this podcast. I will tell you. I guess for my ranking, I'll put this on the second one. So let's dive into the 2 lessons I've learned. Do small things really well. When I mean small things, I mean the thing that you call your hobby. Do it very, very well, very diligently. Like, let it be the one thing that you really do religiously. Personally, I never knew I would be a founder of a girls' community. But trust me, I never dreamt of it. I never thought it would be something that I would find myself doing or leading a group of girls on the internet. People like looking up to me. It's something really nice, but I never knew I would do it until I realized that I have to do something really good. So I'm doing everything I can so that I can be the best in my area, so that I can be good in my area. Being a girls leader, being a community leader, and being a content creator, there's a lot you need to know, a lot you need to learn. So make sure that you do anything that you love to do very good and very well. This was a hobby for me. Really, this was a hobby for me. Content creation, TikTok, it was a hobby for me until it turned into something huge. I'm still shocked. I'm shocked. So be very good at drawing, be very good at knitting, at coaching, at anything that you really love. Be very good at it until it becomes something so big that you'll be shocked one day that, Another thing is have logical role models. It's a role models. Like, don't have a role model. That person doesn't push you to do something that you really want. That person doesn't inspire you to become something better or be someone better. Don't just have a role models just because Anochena or because Ameno. That person was so involved in drama, and then you call that person your role model. Come on, guys, you can do better than that. Books might sound outdated, but that is the perfect way to make sure that you ace in your area. You ace in the area that you want to grow in. So read books, be it digital or the hand printed ones. It's okay. This content creation game, this whole wanting to be I want to be a content creator, I want to be a leader in this, it takes knowledge and education. Give yourself time to learn something and be good at it. Lesson 2, write your most important task. Okay, I know I might sound like ndakudza kuti make a to-do list. Okay, maybe but hear me out. I'm the queen of journaling. Okay, I will journal anything. I will journal my feelings. I will journal my relationship with God. I will journal notes. I will journal scripture. But I am never a fan of writing down something that I have to do. For me, that's a huge task on its own. Making a to-do list. But it helped me to not forget the things that I have to do, the very important things that I have to do. Trust me, I'm someone who forgets. I will forget something literally. Even right now, I was debating with myself, what did I forget that I'm supposed to do today? But if I had wrote that thing down and placed a note somewhere where I can see it, this number is kangano. But now I have to debate with myself, wrestle with my mind, you know, do it my way. Okay, make a note, like those sticky notes or just a piece of paper. Write down the very important things that you have to do, even if you get a 2 or 3 or 4 yes, or 5, so that you do not forget the things that you're supposed to do and won't waste time doing things that don't actually matter. Because being productive is not just being busy. Being productive is doing something that you wanted to do, fulfilling that thing and making sure that it's done. That is being productive. What I realized after all this is that I need to just improve myself. I need to work on myself. I need to work on how I see things. I need to work on my content creation game. I need to put in the effort. There is a lot to learn, especially when you're just at the door of your 20s. Like, I have a bunch to learn, guys. If you want me to do more of this, I can share lessons as I go. Just comment and let me know which podcasts that you listen to and how they are. Are they good? Are they building you? Tell me, or just tag any podcast that you listen to. I'll see you when you see me. Mwah. No bars.